Hello everyone, welcome to the Tenergy channel. Have you ever found yourself using a rechargeable battery but noticing it doesn't last as long as it once did? Well, today we're going to talk about when to replace rechargeable batteries as well as some tips on how to recycle them. Let's get started. It's sad, but no matter how good you are at taking care of your rechargeable battery's health, they will eventually need to be replaced with a new one. So the question is, when will that happen? Just a reminder, this video is only intended for batteries that have been used for a while. If you find your new batteries have any of the signs that I mentioned, they could be defective. Please contact your manufacturer to see if that's the case and for further assistance. The first sign that shows it's time for your batteries to be retired is visible damage, such as the battery's growing bigger, there's some leakage, or a dent. If you use them in their bad physical conditions, it may lead to further damage, including fire or even an explosion. Another sign is the battery's high internal resistance. As you may already know, every battery has a certain amount of electrical resistance in itself, regardless of their age. However, new batteries usually have a very low internal resistance. Over time, that value gradually increases and causes the battery to heat up and the voltage drop, which results in affecting the battery's performance. As a guideline, if your battery's runtime is cut in half or there is a significant change in charging time, such as too quick or too slow, it's a sign that your battery has a really high internal resistance and it's time to replace it. Continue to use a high internal resistance battery will only cause the battery to swell or even explode and damage your device. Also, note that the battery's internal resistance increases over time, but it can rise rapidly if the battery is not being used properly, such as leaving it over-discharged or overcharged, charging it at a higher rate than the manufacturer's recommendation, or using it in an extremely hot or cold environment. You can check out this video to learn more about how to keep your battery healthy. The last sign is heat from the battery. It's not a decisive factor to determine if the battery is at its end of life. It's normal for batteries to become warm or hot during charging or discharging. However, if the battery often generates heat that is too hot to touch, which is about 130 degrees Fahrenheit or 140 degrees Fahrenheit, it's a good sign showing the battery health is decreasing. In addition, the cause of the heat isn't just because the battery is bad. It can be from different factors, such as improper charging, a short circuit, using it in extreme heat, and so on. However, once the battery gets overheated, it shouldn't be used further to avoid risk of explosion and fire. And that's all the signs you need to know to determine whether to replace your batteries or not. Here are a few tips when it comes to recycling batteries. The first tip is to recycle all batteries instead of throwing them in the trash or recycling bin. It can increase the risk of fire hazards when you toss them away in your regular trash bin. It's best to drop them off at your local battery recycling plant. You can check out the link in the description to find a place where you can drop them off near you. You also need to prep the batteries before recycling them. To do that, you will need to separate dead batteries by either storing them in their own plastic bags or by taping their terminals to prevent contact. It's simple to do, but it will be a great help to your local battery recyclers. If a battery gets hot or swollen, place it in a non-flammable material such as sand and let it cool down before recycling it. That's all for today's topic. If you found this video helpful, leave us a like. If not, leave us a comment. We're always down below. Thank you for checking us out. We hope to see you next week.